Please excuse the lighting. I'm trying to get like good lighting right now. It's not really keeps fading in and out. Oh well. Anyways, I just want to make this video, I guess, to connect myself with my followers more because I feel like a lot of people don't really know much about me. So I just wanted to talk more about who I am and stuff, and I guess more like on a personal level. And what brought this to mind was that lately I've been writing a lot of poetry, like personal poetry about my life and experiences, things that I don't like, I'm not very open about, personal things, memories and stuff, just like struggles. And I feel like poetry is a really good outlet for me personally. And I was able to like just talk about things like that and interpret my life, and it helps me realize more about who I am and my experiences and stuff like that. It's just really powerful. And I am an English major, so we as an English major, I've been studying poetry. I studied poetry. I've been studying poetry for a long time, but I haven't really gotten back into poetry. I started writing more poetry when I was younger. Yeah, a lot younger, and then I stopped writing poetry. So I started doing it as an outlet, because I have a hard time like writing. I had a hard time writing diary entries, so I know that's like a really good way to express yourself. But yeah, like my diary entries are like poetry, so I write poetry, and I actually have a poetry blog, and I've been posting on there, and it's interesting for me to meet people that are really actually interested in my writing, and I don't know, it just helps me realize like the more that people talk to me about my writing and stuff, that people experience a lot of the same things. So I don't know. I also want to make this video because I was wondering if like there's other people out there like me. I mean, I come across more people who have like some of the same experiences I have when I growing up and stuff. So um, a lot of my writing and like studying is about identity and culture and socio-political aspects of culture as well. I'm really interested in that, and yeah, so I've been something that's like really deeply tied with me as well. So all my life I've kind of struggled with self-identity, but I haven't really been open about it. It's not something that I feel like really comfortable about because I felt like a lot of the times my insecurities and things that I didn't like feel open about opening up, like I kept to myself. So it's always been like an internal battle. It hasn't really been like something that I've been like really open with, like about to my family and stuff. So I don't know if you guys know, but I was adopted when I was 2.5, and my birth mother was a drug addict, and I was born addicted to drugs and alcohol. I don't really have a set birth date. I don't really know it. I just know sometime like in early June. There's a couple days that my birth mother said that I could have been born on. But yeah, I was born in a motel, so I don't really know like what my conditions were like when I was born. And yeah, I was eventually taken out of her custody and put into custody of my um, a like close family member, I guess. See, there's like a lot of things I don't know about my background. Like I don't like I have like a lot of questions that are unanswered. Like I don't know my dad at all. I don't know what ethnicity or race he is. I look the way I do, but I really don't know what I am. My birth mother was full Caucasian, so I don't really know my background. My first language was Spanish. Eventually, I was taken out of custody of my aunt, but because of like neglect and abuse. So I was put in a foster home, and then I was adopted. And all my life, I've been told that I'm a blessing and that I'm very lucky. And my family that I was raised with, like that's the only family I know. So I don't know. I never met my birth mother or my birth father because she doesn't even know who he was. My mom was a prostitute, so I guess I don't know. It could be anybody. And yeah, it's kind of weird like when you talk about those things because like I don't feel connected to her. I don't even know much about her. Like I wonder about her, I guess. I don't know. Like I never like really talk about it. And like it was never a problem for me really growing up. Like I just knew I was adopted. You know, my mother and father loved me very much. We adopted a little girl when 5 months old. So my little sister Skylar, that's her. And yeah, it just I don't know, like it was normal. Like I wasn't it wasn't until like I was really like put into situations as a child, like in school, that I felt like different, I guess. Partly because I don't know, being mixed race, I guess. Um, I didn't like fit in really with like different groups. So like when people see me, they think I'm a black girl. Yeah, I look a certain way, or I look like a lot of people say I look Polynesian. A lot of people say I look mixed race, like Latina, and um, I don't know my background. So, but like my experiences growing up, like the different cultures that I was exposed to, that molded me and shaped me who I am. So I'm who I am from experiences. I'm not really rooted by blood, so that makes me different. So, but living in Hawaii, like your heritage is very important and ties you to the place, to here, to the land. And since I don't know my background very well, I don't really have a place to or a culture to tie myself to. So I think I am truly American in that aspect because I am exposed to so many different cultures growing up that I wasn't like I have so many different things to make me who I am. And it is kind of a crazy idea, just like not to really know who you are. And I, I can say I was very lonely as a child in my soul, I think. So, but it's made me stronger. I don't regret anything. I'm glad that I've had this experience, but having it has been very lonely. So it's only become a problem as I've gotten older. Before I was just like, yeah, I'm adopted, blah blah. That's fine. I didn't mind being adopted. I didn't feel like weird being adopted. But like just like the whole like heritage and culture thing, that part was just different. I don't know. I guess I was always a little envious of people. And I love culture. I love learning about different cultures. So I'm fascinated about them. And when I study different like indigenous cultures and things like that, it helps me realize what it really means to be human. Because I feel like in the Western culture, like we get so far away from like what we really are, like human beings, animals, that because the material world dominates us. That when I look at indigenous cultures and like the way that they interact with one another, helps me realize more about what it really means to be a human being. And you know, I've been like on this self identity journey, and it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. Like I don't know how to talk to people about these things. So, but I know that culture doesn't make you who you are, but it definitely does play a part. I would like to know. And I don't know. Like I know that in my adoption records or my adoption papers that there's like so many things I don't know, but I know that I have a sister, a half sister, and two half brothers. And I guess my grandparents, my biological grandparents, were racist. They're my birth mom's parents. They were racist, so they didn't want to adopt me, and they didn't want to adopt my sister too. So I guess she's mixed race too. But they adopted my brothers who are full white. So I don't know. I'm glad I wasn't in that situation um, where I was like with a racist family. I probably would have been like had so much more self hate. So yeah, I've it's weird to say that I've grown up feeling a lot of self hate because I partly don't know who I am. I feel like kind of incomplete. Um, but also because the way that people judged me and put me into this little box because they didn't know who I was or my actual like experiences, that like made me like feel self-hate, I guess, because the way they treated me, I felt like being a minority, I guess. I always was like trying to be with like people that would like us I thought was a better group, I guess. But I wasn't really accepted. I've always been different because I don't know, always been different. But yeah, so I was kind of alienated from people. That was really hard throughout high school and middle school, especially in high school. So then I stopped interacting with people in high school, like my classmates and stuff, because I felt like everything was so superficial. I couldn't like really be myself. So I was really glad when I got to go to college and express myself more. And throughout my poetry, I've really opened up because I've had this room to be myself and not have to worry about people looking at me and judging me. So the group that, you know, I guess that like my mom told me that Halle Berry said something about how being mixed race, she didn't like really fit in with anybody. I guess that's true, you know. I never really like connected myself with mixed race people. Probably because a lot of mixed race people know like their families and cultures. So it's a different experience. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling, but this is what I feel. So I don't know. You know, I'd love to meet my like members of my family and stuff and see like who I'm, you know, related to. But, you know, growing up, I'm so lucky to have the life I have, you know, to be raised by the parents I was raised by and my family. And it's a very special experience. And I'm not sure where it's going to go from here. I feel like I started off with a certain idea for this video, but kind of just took off with a bunch of different other things. Sorry, I'm rambling, but yeah, it's very personal and I feel very vulnerable when I talk about these things. And it was just recently that I started talking about these things. My self hate, probably because I don't know. And people are so like judgmental. It's just like I remember when I was little, these neighbor boys, they were like calling me nigger and stuff, like yelling at me. Like it didn't bother me, but I was just like, why would they do that? Like, you know, why would people be like that? But honestly, I think nigger is a stupid word because it's derived from the word Niger. It's the Niger River. And it doesn't mean anything. It's meant to demean people and mean an ignorant person. But that doesn't mean anything to me. So when people call me nigger, like, that's not, it's not the word that's offensive. It's just like that they want to demean you, I guess. And it's, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. But people, I don't like when people don't acknowledge all of you, like all the parts of you that make you you. So then people are surprised and taken back when they actually find out like your experiences. And I don't know, I don't want to be a judgmental person. I know everyone judges people, but I really want to reverse the things that I've been taught to or brought up in. Yeah, I don't know where this video is going now. Kind of rambling, but yeah, I ordered a DNA kit off ancestry.com. It's called Ancestry DNA. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail so I can trace like where my blood like comes from, I guess. And if I could find family members online, that'd be amazing because it connects your DNA with people on ancestry.com. So yeah, that's like the scariest idea, to actually find people that you're actually like related to, I guess, instead of like being alone. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, if you guys are interested in reading my poetry or anything, I'll put a link down below. And I just wanted people to know that part of me. know that I'm on a journey for self finding like out who I really am and stuff. So yeah, I don't think I really have anything else to say right now. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys have like any similar experiences or anything like that, just comment or make a video post or whatever, because I would love to know that people understand or like what people think. So, you know, it's those kind of things like when people are honest with one another or open, that it makes room for people to learn more about who they are. Thank you for watching.